Good morning, everyone. Pastor Tom back one more week with my friend Mike Fazio as we consider big ideas and dream God's dreams as disciples of Jesus Christ, intent on transforming the world.
That's right. 2 weeks ago, we focused on a global issue, water. Last week, we brought it home with issues facing children in our backyard.
And this week, we're moving from a big issue to a big age group to a big problem geographically, the island nation of Haiti. Now, actually, our interest in Haiti goes back several months, doesn't it, Mike?
It does. Back in September, I started talking a crazy talk about a half marathon that we could raise money for clean water projects for children in Haiti.
And I ran that half marathon with you, little knowing that only a few months later, I would be on an airplane with other members of our church headed to that island for a mission trip. Take a look. I suppose it's easy to think of Haiti as a faraway place, but the truth is, a flight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince covers fewer miles than a flight from Fort Lauderdale to Nashville, Tennessee. We took off on Monday morning at 6:20, March 5th, and touched down in Port-au-Prince less than 2 hours later. Our FUMC team consisted of myself as spiritual guide and comic relief, Pam Toy, our resident nurse, Skip Sheffield, our scribe and expert music maker, and our fearless leader, Dan Bertotti.
Hi, I'm Dan Bertotti. In the past, I have traveled to Haiti on a couple of mission trips, mainly with a small group of seasoned veterans. It was a blessing, but a big responsibility to go this time with a group from my own church. The challenge was especially difficult because our mission journey needed to cover a lot of places and accomplish many tasks in a very short period of time. All I can say is mission accomplished, thanks to our team and especially to you folks for your support through health kits, clothes, and prayers. Your health kits and clothes were distributed along our journey to hospitals and orphans and individuals, including Janvier, a crippled man living with his mother in a 10 by 10 room without much of a roof. In the end, the power of your prayers fueled our journey and helped overcome every challenge along the way. Thank you.
In addition to the 4 church members, our team also included Dr. Diane Allardyce, co-founder of the Toussaint Louverture High School for Arts and Social Justice in Delray Beach, and 2 of her colleagues from the school, Nicole Prince and Dionne Demosthene, who we were happy to call by his nickname, Mr. D. We were able to venture into Port-au-Prince that first morning, giving us a first-hand view of the devastation suffered in that city from the much-publicized horrible earthquake in January of 2010. Over 2 years later, much rubble remains, and many thousands of Haitian people continue to live in tent cities scattered throughout the capital. This photo shows the former site of Grace Children's Hospital, one of many missions supported by our FUMC Outreach Committee. The main building had to be demolished in the months following the quake. But Grace has continued its important mission in a group of smaller buildings directly across the street from the original site. One of those buildings houses the current children's ward, and more than a few of our heartstrings were tugged as we toured that part of the facility. In addition to caring for children, Grace provides a lab for HIV and TB tests, a pharmacy, an eye surgery clinic, and a gynecological and prenatal care unit. Before our tour began, we dropped off a large suitcase full of health kits and clothes donated by FUMC members. From the hospital, we made our way back to the airport for a short flight due north to the little town of Pillon. Our plane, called the Samaritan's Purse, is part of a fleet operated by MAF, Mission Aviation Fellowship. And our pilot, Michael, is a committed Christian who prayed with us before the flight, offering thanks to God for our mission and for his opportunity to serve in this important airplane ministry. The flight took us directly over a barren mountain range, heartbreaking evidence of the overwhelming deforestation of Haiti at the hands of her own people. On the ground at Pillon, our mission turned to its primary focus, the Christian School of New Vision. Founded in 1995 by Lieutenant Saint Amour, the school has grown to occupy 4 campuses and to serve hundreds of children in north-central Haiti. Boarding Lieutenant's black pickup truck, we traveled along dusty, bumpy roads to the Sylvain campus of the school. Along the way, we got our first taste of life in rural Haiti, where foot traffic, donkeys, and motorcycles serve as the dominant modes of transportation. The Sylvain campus features an open-air structure and a clean water well dug with money from our own church congregation. We arrived and soon were part of a wonderful gathering of children and their parents, happy to welcome their new American visitors. One goal of our mission concerned photographing individual children so that the school might seek American sponsors for each child. That process began with the children at Sylvain. By day's end, we had reached what would become our home base for the week, the main campus of the Christian School of New Vision in Lejeune. The large campus contains a 2-story multi-classroom school facility, a lodging for school founder Lieutenant Saint Amour and his wife and 6 children, a kitchen built by funds from FUMC members, a beautiful gazebo, a boys' dormitory and a girls' dormitory to house the 28 orphans who live on the campus in Lejeune, and an attractive guest house built to accommodate visiting mission teams. What you're seeing on the screen now is the beginning of each morning at the school. At 7 a.m., hundreds of children gather together to sing and pray and pledge their allegiance to the Haitian flag. It's a moving sight to be there in person and witness these children at work. And when the ceremony ends, classes begin. Often when we hear the phrase mission trip, we expect to hear about hammers and paintbrushes or stethoscopes and syringes. Mission trips are designed for work. But this trip to Haiti had a different foundation. Our FUMC team understood from the start that our mission called more for observing and listening, establishing relationships and exploring connections. In short, making friends. And since many of our new friends were children, our time was often occupied with play, with silly songs and simple games, colorful crafts and flying discs. We counted our success in laughter and smiles and hugs. Skip entertained with his guitar and his voice. Pam shared health information through an interpreter with the older girls. And Tom and Dan frolicked with the kids. A 15-hour field trip on Thursday to the Citadel, considered by many to be the 8th wonder of the world, gave us the chance to experience over 60 of the high school students beyond the school environment. And day by day, our friendships grew.
Enseigner avec tout cœur, teaching by heart in Haiti.
Not all of us played all the time, however. Diane, Nicole, and Mr. D were specifically on hand to work with the teachers from all 4 campuses of the Christian School of New Vision, introducing them to a program Dr. Allardyce designed specifically for teachers in Haiti. Here's what she had to say about the trip.
Well, we had a great time in Pignon and Lejeune in Haiti, March 5th through 9th, offering our Teaching by Heart in Haiti program, which is a professional development program for teachers in Haiti to develop more strategies to increase interactivity between them and their students in order that their students can develop critical thinking skills and communication skills and become leaders of their society in the future. Ludner has a wonderful operation. It's one of the most organized and inspiring sites that we've offered the Teaching by Heart in Haiti program so far, and we certainly hope to go back.
Some sessions of Teaching by Heart were held under the shelter of the gazebo, some in regular classrooms, and a graduation ceremony on Friday morning celebrated a very successful week of training.
One beat. Master, right? Master again, and point.
In addition to their work in the classroom, Nicole and Mr. D were able to use their fluency in the Creole language and their charming personalities to relate to both teachers and students at the school in a very special way. Their presence was invaluable to us all.
On commence maintenant. Voici ma belle worship. Voici ma belle worship.
A highlight of the week was a Wednesday morning trek to the most remote campus of the school, a special little place called Don. Hi, Pastor Tom here. This is our mode of transportation from Lejeune to Dunn. The countryside surrounding Don is vast and strangely beautiful, with very little evidence of homes or people. Yet, out in what seems to be the middle of nowhere, suddenly appears this ramshackle little building full of energetic and enthusiastic children. We arrived as the children were receiving their lunch, a very important of Ludner's commitment and his vision for the school, in a country where children often struggle to find the next meal. Head and shoulder, knee and toe, knee and toe. We led the children in a rousing rendition of head and shoulders, knees and toes, and they sang for us as well. The little rundown building also serves as the local church on Sundays, and the young pastor teaches the children at Dunn. After a Bible story for the kids from Pastor Tom, interpreted by Ludner, we hopped back on our truck for the journey back to Lejeune. It's hard to describe the attraction of that little school in Dunn, but for our mission team, it was a favorite moment in the journey. A quick final morning trip to the 4th campus at Hyde, a short flight back to Port-au-Prince, and a return flight to Fort Lauderdale found us back on U.S. soil early Friday evening. We are so close to Haiti by air, less than 2 hours, and yet so far removed in terms of the blessings that we take for granted. Less than 2 hours, over 1 million miles. As we continue living into our new vision statement as a church, we're seeking God's direction for how we can roll up our sleeves and get involved, have an impact, make a difference, find a place that we can help change the world. What if that place is Haiti? We're already at work there through our longtime support of the Grace Children's Hospital and our more recent support of Ludner's school and orphanage. What would it be like if we could take that support to a whole new level, not just with our resources, but with our very lives? What if we became the hands and feet of Jesus to the children you've seen on this video today and many others like them? Who knows? Who knows?